Welcome down to Live in Boquete on FM 103.3. My name is Scott. I have my co-host Randy here with me in the booth. Yeah, great. Another wonderful Friday.
Beautiful day in
Yep.
Boquete.
You know what's different today?
What's that?
There's no wind blowing
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah.
our papers. It's great in here today.
Doesn't mean there's not going to be a loud truck or something like that, though, so prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. There could be roosters, there could be dogs. You know, you just never know what's going to happen here live in Boquete. Anyway, this happens every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on FM 103.3 Cherokee Radio. It's all in English because my Spanish is muy poquito. So listen up for the next hour as we see what's happening in our town musically, and you can catch up and enjoy your favorite bands and entertainers in our beautiful little town of Boquete. So without further ado, how you doing? My name is Scott.
How you doing, Scott?
I'm fine, Randy. How you doing?
Man, I'll tell you what, I can't wait to hear about the live venues this week, man. You got to tell me what's going on, where people are playing. I need the music, man.
Twist my rubber arm. That's what we're here for. Like I said, my name is Scott. My co-host is Randy. We're local guys. We live here in Boquete. I'm a musician, an entertainer in town, and the host of Live in Boquete, a 1-hour radio show dedicated to live entertainment scene here in our town every week. I let you know who's playing, where they play, what they're playing, and we get into their story, their history, where they came from, what drives them, where they see themselves going, and and of course how much they enjoy doing what they do here in this town. It's a great place for music, folks. There's lots of venues here. The sun is shining most of the time. So there's lots of outdoor venues as well. It's all about live music, folks. Anyway, and I'm here to support it. If you have any other gigs that maybe I'm missing during my show with the Boquete music calendar, of course, I get my information from the gentleman sitting right beside me here today, Mike Schwartz, on Boquete music calendar on Facebook. You can check him out, check it out there. Anyway, all I do is repeat that every week, a couple of times a show, just to let you know who's playing, where they're playing, and where you can go see them. And of course, enjoy great food and bevies while you're doing it. So, anyway, if you have any other info that I haven't said, get a hold of me via at Gmail, UncleScotty69 at gmail.com. By Thursday night, and I'll include any info on the show on my Friday show at 10 o'clock. So let me know, people. I'm here for you.
And don't go faking any information, because he's going to read it like it's real. So if you're going to send it in, make sure it's factual.
I do read it in advance, folks, so don't try any of that funny stuff with me. All right, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors of our show, of course. That would be the Tap Out.
Tap Out.
Sports Bar, combination. Of course, you guys have played there lots, Mike.
Yes, we have.
Live venue and sports bar. There's seating inside. There's seating outside. There's lots of room for distancing. If you don't like somebody, if you want to get away from the music, there's areas for that too. There's game tables, ping pong, pool, all that stuff as well. So Tap Out's definitely got lots of room. It's only one of the many wonderful venues here in town. But thank you, Tap Out, for sponsoring us. Also, Big Daddy's, home
Big
of the boom
Daddy's.
Boom. Big Daddy's, home of the boom boom.
Boom, boom.
That's the sauce, folks.
Yeah,
That's
boy.
the sauce. And lots of great food. And they have live entertainment there occasionally as well. So thank you, Big Daddies and Tap Out, for sponsoring this show and giving us the wheels to bring all the info to you guys.
Do you ever try that Meato burger? Did you try to eat that thing?
that giant
Oh
thing?
my gosh!
Well, I saw a guy make an attempt at it,
Yeah.
but I don't think he finished it.
No. I mean, it's a real challenge, and I think it's worth it. They take your picture if you finish it up. I tried, man.
You
3 days that sat on my belly, and I couldn't get about half of it done. So I mean, it was amazing.
There's a place. Yet I digress. There's a place like that in Vegas called the Heart Attack Grill, and where everything is like 5,000 calories. My wife and I, when we got married in Vegas, baby, we went to the Heart Attack Grill, and if you order their giant, they have this giant burger, and it's probably 20,000 calories or whatever. Straight to your hips, girlfriend. But if you don't finish your food there, they bring out these wooden, we've still got one hanging on our wall in our house here in Boquete, these thick wooden paddles, and they paddle your batuski.
Oh,
and-
thank you, sir. May I have another?
That's right, and I've seen them actually break one on a gentleman's batuski, so they don't
Wow.
hold back.
No.
So my wife and I both had our share of paddles because finishing a 5,000 calorie milkshake is not easy, folks, especially when there's a giant chunk of butter in it. But anyway, that's enough about that. They don't do that here, but maybe we just gave them
Yeah,
a good
good
idea.
idea.
You can't finish that meal here.
It's time for paddling.
Maybe it's time to bring out the paddling. Anyway, back to music calendar. That's what we're here, folks. That's what we call Live in Boquete. Music calendar for this week happening live in Boquete. Friday, of course, still kicking, is Burning Down the Barn again at Mike's Global Grill at 6 p.m. They've got, I'm not going to let too much out of the bag, but they've got new technology and stuff, folks, that makes it, they're going to sound, if it's possible.
Even better.
Yeah, if it's possible, they're going to sound even better than they did when we saw them last time. So, Still Kicking is starting the festivities there at 6 p.m. at Mike's Global Grill. Get down, check them out. They got country music, they got country rock music, they got line dancing,
Line dancing?
These guys
Swing
come
your
with it all.
partner to and fro.
They've got a very loyal following, so it's always a busy night at Mike's Global Grill when these guys are playing. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Also happening tonight, and that's tonight, folks. Also happening tonight for a little bit rockier experience. We got hashtag Rockin' the Boquete Brewing Company.
Oh,
at
yeah.
8:30 to 11. So that's what I know that's going on. Anything else? Anybody know what's going on tonight musically? Anybody else playing?
Actually, I do. The new Gypsy Swing Band is playing
Very
at,
cool.
I'm thinking Mesa Azul.
Okay.
From 4 to 6, I believe.
That's a
But
beautiful venue,
check
too.
the Boquete music calendar. I
Okay,
know they're
excellent.
advertised there.
Never saw that one
Yeah.
on there this morning, so I must have missed that. Of course, that is Hot Club de Boquete, James
How
Kent's new
dare you.
project.
Yes.
They're playing the gypsy swing music and stuff. So that Mesa Azul, check it out. Go on to Boquete Music Calendar
Yeah.
and confirm that with me. That's what else may be going on tonight. Of course, Cafe Con Leche is back together.
We are back together.
Yeah, and we're always looking for dates. Didn't they play? Was that last night? Did they play last
No, we played a week ago, I
Yeah.
think, at Mesa Azul.
Right.
And we have another date coming up. I think it's the 21st.
Awesome.
We'll be playing back at Mesa Azul. I'll have to check my calendar, but I'm pretty sure it's the 21st.
Are you guys still doing the Frank Sinatra set?
We do a lot of Frank Sinatra. We do
Oh,
a
very
lot of other
nice.
things, bossa novas and pop songs and all kinds of
Nice.
dance songs. We even do some disco.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So Michael's crew to disco now?
Well, actually, Alejandro, our piano player, and I'm telling you, nothing gets people on the dance floor like a good four on the
That's
floor
right.
Yeah.
disco song. You know.
There you go, because that's the way,
Yeah.
we like it here. That's right, baby. Anyway, okay. Saturday, Adhe and the Boquete Brewing Band, of course, at the Boquete Brewing Company from 8:30 to 11. That's tomorrow evening. And I always say this, if you're going to the Boquete Brewing Company, it's outdoors. There's not that many tables, although they get a lot of people there, but you got to get there early. You can get reservations at 6815-4453. So that starts once again at
You can get those
8:30.
like swinging seats there. That's a really like they got swings out
You
there. Isn't that
can,
nice?
yes. Yeah.
I would say every seat is a swinging
Swinging
seat.
seat, yeah, baby.
That's what we know. What's going on Saturday? I don't know if anything else is going on Saturday, but I know Adhe and her band, Boquete Brewing Band, are at the BBC from 8:30 to 11. Sunday, Monkey Nerve every Sunday I think is playing at Boquete Brewing Company from 6 to 9 p.m. And once again, regular occurrence every Wednesday. At the BBC Boquete Brewing Company, Adhe and Dario playing their great sounding duo. I've heard them on many occasions. Their tracks they use are awesome. Their sound is awesome. Adhe can sing just leagues around anybody else, I'm sure. And Dario plays a mean guitar, doing all those tasty fills and stuff in there. So great sounding duo. You want to get down and check them out every Wednesday at the Boquete Brewing Company, starting at 7 p.m. So that's a great duo to see. Also Wednesdays at 4 p.m. regular occurrence, been going on as long as I can remember. The Boquete drummers present the drum circle.
Yeah.
So you can either use their loaner percussion down there. They've got everything: temple blocks, congas, timbales, whatever. Or take your own down there, and usually a couple of their regular drummers start a beat, and everybody just joins in and syncopates and makes up their own rhythms. And it's usually a lot of it's a lot of fun. It's
So much fun. I've
Yeah.
been there so many times,
Yeah.
dancing and singing and drumming and
It's
drinking.
The more the better, though. I mean, if you just
Yeah.
have like a single guy with a wood block, it's not going to be.
No.
It's not going to be any fun. So everybody come, man. Grab a drum and start beating on
You
something.
bet. It's good exercise.
On the
as
drum, preferably. Beat on the drum,
Yeah.
but not on the person next to you.
Yeah, thank you for the Will Smith reference
Yeah.
there. Anyway, that's every 4 p.m.
It's just some of us drummers have issues. You know, we have like violence.
Some of the drummers?
Some of them, yes. Some of us.
Yeah, it comes from.
Watch it, Randy.
I've been around drummers, man.
We'll get more into the what's up with drummers later on in the show.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Wednesday at Stone Cabins. I didn't say that earlier.
nice.
Stone
Cabins
Cabins.
does the drum circle every Wednesday at 4 p.m. They got, of course, food and drink specials and stuff there. That's what's going on this week, and we'll come back to the Boquete music calendar. But as I mentioned today, we have a guest here at Live in Boquete who's proven himself to be a diverse man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Diverse.
I know, a diverse man, a talented man, a funny man, and a busy man in our community. He plays the drums in several local bands here, and knows what gets him on the dance floor. But before I go any further, I don't know if you've told the rest of your band about where you're going or what you're doing, but
Exclusive.
I think I heard a rumor.
In this town? Nah.
That Mike is Mike is,
Rumors in Boquete?
I know, no. Mike is
That's impossible.
Mike's got an offer to go join the Foo Fighters now that Taylor has.
Oh,
departed.
right.
Amazing.
So I
Right,
hate to
yeah.
break. Have you broke it to the guys yet?
Well, actually, I was still waiting for the call from the Rolling Stones.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Well, I guess
that,
they need one too.
that
you can do
never
both.
happened either.
No,
So yeah, no, I'm
So that's
I'm
just
totally
rumors, what you're
content playing in Boquete in my whatever remaining years I have. Who knows?
I'm sorry,
Nobody
Mr.
knows how much you have left. So.
Sorry, Mr. Grohl.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have to find
Dave.
somebody else. He's got enough.
He's an
bands.
amazing. He was the original drummer,
He
wasn't
was,
he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of the
he's
best-
a great
Nirvana,
drummer.
drummers
yeah,
in the
man.
business. And,
Got the sticks backwards and all that.
But you
Yeah.
could probably teach him a few things, you know.
I
get him
don't know.
around There, but but anyway, there we go. As I digress, he's turned them down. So you heard it here officially on 103.3 FM. Mike Schwartz turned down the Foo Fighters, so that's not going to be happening. Sorry,
It's a
about
lot
that,
of
people.
travel. You know, there's a lot of travel.
Who
I
wants
have
to
a
do
problem
this?
traveling from Palmyra to Boquete. I mean, that's about as far as I want to go. You know, that's like a 15-minute
So it'd
ride.
be a short tour if you.
Yeah. If the Foo Fighters want to play in Boquete or Palmyra, I'm cool with that.
The
there you
invitation
go.
is open.
Fighting Foos.
Fighting
Go Fighting
Foos.
Foos. Anyway, Mike's involved in several projects at any given time here. And today I want to hopefully, and you want to find out more about this man, where he came from, which planet, where he's played, and with whom, and what brought him here to Boquete, and what's coming up among lots of questions. Mike,
I want to know.
when did you start drumming? Like, how old were you?
Oh, well, I started as a kid, you know, like most kids. I had nobody was really too supportive because who wants to hear drums, you know, like especially from a kid, you know.
you could soften that up a
Yeah, right. And you know that your neighbors can hear you when they go, "Hey, you're getting a little bit better," you know.
Encourage
okay.
it.
And I'm in New
Don't
York City.
encourage
I was in New York City, but I had I think a really, really cheap set of Slingerlands, but they were Slingerlands,
Yeah.
which was a huge
never played
brand
those,
at the
yeah.
time. It was like the brand I think Buddy Rich played, and it was a very popular brand. I don't even know if they're still around, but
a lot of the high
yeah.
school bands and stuff had Slingerlands.
Slingerlands,
They were
yeah.
well known and well marketed. Yeah.
And I played I played till I was in college, and then I kind of stopped for a long time,
Yep.
like some people do. And then I think when I was 40 again, I started going to these blues jams just to listen, really. And but I was always like focused on the drummer, and there was one time where the drummer, like he must have seen me looking at him, and at the break he came up to me and he goes, "Do you play the drums?"
What are you looking at, man?
Yeah, what are you looking at me for? And I went, well, I used to play the drums, and he invited me up. I went, no, I haven't played the drums in years. I mean, like, it was like 20, 30 years or something like that.
This
20
is a
years.
rock star moment right here from the movie Rockstar.
Where it
So,
began.
so, you know, he invited me up to play, and something happened. It was like that thing, like, I have to play the drums again.
You complete me.
Yeah. And now, so many years later, and I'm mostly deaf, and I play the drums. So.
And usually everybody, especially bass players that stand beside the drummers, end up with hearing problems because I.
Oh
have one as
yeah. Well,
yeah.
most I've learned that most musicians, we're just standing near the speakers, and sometimes the speakers are too loud, or the monitors, or whatever, and yeah.
And not just the frequencies my wife talks at, but other frequencies I'm missing as well. Yeah.
But now I can hear a dog whistle, which is good. That's some kind of benefit.
Now, Mike, I heard you mention Buddy Rich. Who were some of your other influences early on that you got interested in drumming, made you want to do that?
Well, Buddy Rich was really the main guy. I mean, he was just amazing. Still to this day, I think he's considered the best drummer of all time. When I think of drummers that I mean, there's so many drummers in, bands, rock bands and things like that. But Steve Gadd was always like an amazing drummer to me because he played with everybody, and he was just like almost like perfection, behind the set, And he played that lick for 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, which he came up with, and I still don't know how to do that.
It's like cool use of a buzz roll.
Yeah, it's and I've heard other drummers talk about that particular song. So there are just so many. There's drummers that teach very well, drummers that but. It's funny that I'm a drummer, and I'm not really too keen on doing drum solos. No. I don't think I'm that great at
Just
drum.
sit around doing Inagata all the time.
I'm terrible at drum solos, and I think for unless I have seen amazing drum solos, but for the most part they kind of bore me.
I think drum solos were huge in the especially in the 70s and stuff, the big rock times.
Yeah.
But people were a lot more under the influence of things, and so they had a lot more patience. They could just zone out.
They could
like
see the
guitar
colors
solos
of the
that-
beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes a drum solo, if you're a Deep Purple Made in Japan album, would cover the entire side of the album. That's the thing. People aren't into that anymore. They want the song. They want to hear the song. They want the song to continue. So,
and I will say that I really think Ringo never got the credit that's due him.
Man.
And Charlie, what was that from the Rolling Watts?
Charlie Watts.
I loved his simplicity, and if anybody I tried to be like, it would be like Charlie Watts. I mean, he
laid down
into the song.
man.
He laid down,
Yeah, he was the guy. He was always solid. He was always going to be there when you knew he was there. Nothing fancy, but the Stones weren't looking
Nothing
for
fancy except for the suits, man.
Exactly.
He looked better than any of the Stones. That's not hard to say, especially with who else is in there. But
he made up for some of Keith's dressing foibles. Yeah. So we know what led to the drums. They were your kind of the first instrument that you got a chance to.
Well, actually, well, this is kind of weird. When your family has an instrument, they want you to play that instrument because they already have it and they don't have to. So my mother played the accordion.
Oh no!
Yeah, and I said I want to play the drums. I always wanted to play the drums because the drummers just bang on stuff, know. And she said, "Well, we have an accordion, so you're playing the accordion." I was like, "Oh." So I took accordion lessons for 2 weeks when I said, you know what? I am not playing the accordion. I don't want to play the accordion.
You weren't
Actually,
born for this.
I love the accordion. Now I see accordion players and I go, wow, that's pretty cool. But it just wasn't me. I wanted to play the drums. So,
you could have done that Weird Al tribute that you always wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have regrets.
Well, and
But there are so many more accordion jokes. Than,
I do not regret you're not here with an accordion right
kind
now.
of like bagpipe jokes.
Yeah, bagpipes and accordions are in the same category.
They are. Well, I mean, and goodness knows that drummers get a few more girls than accordion players get. So back in the our younger
Yeah, but
days,
it's
that
it's
could have
quality,
been-
not
Good
quantity.
accordion player, I don't know about that.
What, so what led you? Okay, we know what led you to playing drums,
Yes.
and stuff. And what kind of kit do you play? Like, give us your rig rundown. What do you?
Oh well, probably today the best drums in the world are called DW drums.
Okay.
That's not what I play, but they are the manufacturer of the brand I play, which is like the mid-level brand. It's called PDP, Pacific Drums and Percussion.
Yep.
And it's a very, very solid drum set. And I don't know, the size and everything are not important, but I play.
But you just recently upsized your kick drum, didn't you? Did you go to a?
No. What happened was what happened was I decided in my old age to get a smaller set, and I got a smaller. I forget the
happens with
brand.
age sometimes.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, there were pills for that. But
It's been a cold day.
I got a smaller set, and I loved it because transporting the smaller drums around. But you know what? It just didn't have the right feel for me, like as the big drums have. So I actually gave that set away. I gave it to a Panamanian kid who plays drums.
With the
small set, yeah, I
Yep.
gave it away, and so I'm back to schlepping. I'll use that's a technical term.
Yes.
Schlepping the big drums around. I kind of regret it only because I'm old, and I actually really, this is serious. I take ibuprofen now before every gig because I can't take it. It's like wear and tear. That's why the accordion player gets more girls because
he can stand
they
upright.
put the accordion in the case and they're off. I'm packing drums for half an hour.
Well, at least you're continuing on the massive drum kit legacy that Neil Peart endured all those years. Rest easy, Neil.
Yeah.
I don't have a massive drum kit. I have a 4-piece. That's what I'm playing, a 4-piece. For those who don't know, Neil Peart played like the biggest drum set in the world. He had drums and cymbals all
with the
over,
band
and he was
Rush
a great
from
drummer.
Canada. Yeah.
Not with us any longer.
No, rest
Yes.
easy, Neil. We all look up to you. Hey, is there just on a slight tangent here? Is a lot of pressure now? You play in right now 2 different bands, right?
I do play in 2 bands. I'm playing with Still Kickin'. We've been together a long time, maybe almost 5 years, something like that. We play country, western, country and western, both kinds.
Both kinds.
Rock. We play some blues. We like to rock the house, and also play with Cafe Con Leche, which is a nice band. We started off doing a lot of Frank Sinatra, as we mentioned before. We play bossa novas, pop, and disco, and Al Jarreau, Billy Joel, things like that.
So would you say you're more of a is that more the restaurant type of band?
Yeah, that's more like more romantic, dancing, that kind of thing.
Right.
Although people dance to Still Kickin' too, obviously.
Different type of dancing.
Different type of dancing. And I'm proud to say that in Cafe Con Leche we have 2 Latino musicians, from Panama.
Well, that way they
one
can,
is from Cuba, one is from Panama.
That way they can tell you what the name of the band means.
Yes. Well, we kind of joke about it because it's not racist or anything, but we have
That's a good start.
The gringos. Yeah, that's a great start for every joke. I just wanna say that they think this is so funny that they're the cafe and we are the leche.
Oh,
See,
brilliant.
that's I didn't want people to take it the wrong way. But
I never thought about that. But
yeah. So we're cafe, and we laugh at that. They're the cafe. We are the leche. And actually, if you look at our photos, I think we try to space it like leche cafe.
That's some inside baseball
I think that's what we do.
behind the music.
They're not just a band, but they're kind of like a mini UN.
A mini UN.
That's
Yes.
what it's all about there. With these 2 bands and stuff, is there a lot of pressure I mean, not just because you have to look at their backsides every gig, everybody in the thing, but is there a lot of pressure keeping those guys in line and on time, or do they follow you pretty? Are you the backbone? Does a bass player like look at you and not breathe unless you're gonna
You know what? That's a really good question. It takes it could take years, I think, for a band to really gel.
Mm-hmm.
You have the right people, and and I think with both bands, it's really happened. I mean,
That's
we're
great.
very, very lucky. Sometimes there's band drama, and you don't want that. You want to get along. Not at our age, exactly. You want to get along, and we do. I mean, we get along in both bands. We play together. It's supposed to be fun. I mean, if you're not having fun, you really should not be
especially
in the band.
at this stage of the game.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
absolutely.
yeah.
And if you're having fun, for the most part, the audience will be having
That's right.
fun.
bet.
If you're arguing about the tempo or about this or about that, the audience is going to pick up on that. And we want to have a good time. We try to bring a good time every time we play. Both bands. And, we hope to bring it tonight,
Yep.
And I wanted to thank you, by the way, for your staff and for the beautiful green room here at Radio Cherokee. The
Best
sparkling
green room
water.
in radio.
Yeah. I
I forgot
Absolutely.
to mention that at the beginning.
Yeah.
The little deli sandwiches that you provide.
Nothing is too good. Well, do you notice, like with every show here, folks, and I was inspired by Van Halen years ago, that we make an attempt to remove all the brown M&Ms every time.
Yes,
Every
I
week.
remove every single one of them
Yeah,
before the show.
Just as a
Yeah.
salute to looking after our musicians here on this show and stuff. Yeah,
But the
so
other M&Ms have his stained fingers on them,
Yeah.
which is really
Right.
I really
gross.
love those other M&Ms. Sorry.
And how many green rooms have places to lay out and hang out? And you've got your
we got hammocks.
we got hammocks laying out there. I
You
mean,
can see
just
right
kick
through
back.
our walls here.
Well, the first time I came here, I said I didn't know Gilligan's Island had a radio station. Because it's exactly what it looks like. And I was telling Randy that when I first did the show with Al, there was a camper or a mobile home or something where the radio station was. So you've come a long way from a mobile home to
Come a
Gilligan's
long way,
Island.
baby.
Well, exactly, and that's what we're kind of hoping for here. That quaint little look that really humbles us all when we come in to work here to interview rock stars like yourself. It gets you back to your roots. It gets you back to your roots. It lets you know where you came from. There's we've gotten rid of all the big fancy.
You have.
trappings
I'm
that-
surprised I'm not talking into a coconut.
You like how we did that? That was good.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a real microphone.
That would be fun. We'll take some coconuts, punch out those holes in there, and put them right over top.
Yeah.
Of the,
Just as long as you're not wearing a bikini top kind of thing with.
Grass skirt.
If this was purely a radio show,
South
folks,
Pacific.
we could get away with that. But there is a camera right there.
Oh.
And people
Yeah.
can't see us on YouTube. That's Hi, Mom and Dad. I hope you're proud of me. Anyway, so you also. You have your own microphones for your kit. You've got a complete microphone kit I've seen there and stuff.
I do. I have to. I'll use today's terminology.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out. We talked about this before the show.
Yeah.
To Larry Schramm, our bass player and still kicking, and audio genius.
Yeah.
He's very smart because he listens to all my recommendations. I tell him what to buy. He bought a box with a lot of wires that go into the box.
Oh, yeah, wires and
I told him technically that's what you need.
Is it expensive?
It's an expensive box
That's
with a
the
lot of
important part,
wires,
yeah.
and he has monitors. I don't say this lightly, but I think we probably must have. I mean, it sounds like bragging, but we probably have the best sound system of
On the
any
planet.
band. On the planet.
On the planet.
You know what?
Except maybe for the Foo Fighters mentioned before.
They might have a little bit more. Yeah.
They might have a little more, but Larry, he bought the box with the wires. He can control the sound. He has
From
a
his
little
phone.
from his phone or
Yeah.
iPad or
He can-
something.
he can
yeah,
phone his job
yeah.
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, And,
Digital nomad.
It's amazing. It's amazing what he can do. So he can, contour the sound for each place that we play. Like if you need more sound, you got more sound. You need less
And
sound,
punch
you
it
got less
into a
sound.
memory so he can instantly recall it at the push of a button.
Yeah, that was my idea. The
Yeah,
memory.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Just if
I
I
don't know
might,
anything about
might
sound.
digress a
It's
bit.
just, yeah.
It is I'm excited about it because me being a sound tech as well, it's a brand new Soundcraft brand digital mixer. Looks like a box, but it plugs into computers. You can see the whole mixer on it and everything.
Yeah.
You can adjust. You can adjust anything. You could have.
Well, thank
any
you.
Kind of sound adjustment you want. You can add effects. You can
Yeah.
have different monitor mixes on stage. You can do so much without getting too technical here. It is probably the coolest piece of gear in Boquete right now. Larry brought it in. I think he got it in from Germany or something, eh?
I think it was from
Yeah.
Germany,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's the technical term. But I like to call it a box with wires.
It's a
I
box
mean,
with
that's
wires,
well,
and
that's
it's
what
a
I
good one.
call it.
This is the best box with wires.
Yeah,
That's
you want a good box with wires? Come here for the box with the wires.
So they will be
So many
demonstrating
wires.
the great sound of that wiry box tonight live at Mike's at 6
Right.
o'clock. So go down.
Yeah,
and-
come out. Don't come out to see us. Come out to see the box with the
Yeah,
wires.
yeah.
You can ask Larry, where's the box with the wires?
Where's the box already?
It's $5 for the tour.
All right.
Yeah.
So that gets us into.
Yes.
Back to you.
Yes. Oh, back to me.
Yeah, we're enough about the
Newsflash.
box. Enough about the box. Who are your favorite influences? We touched a bit on that before, but who, when you first saw them live, you saw a drummer somewhere on probably on black and white TV or down
In the newsreels, the 1920s.
Nickelodeon.
Back in the day,
Baby Dodds, I think his name was.
when you first saw that drummer, that certain drummer that sparked your interest.
Yeah.
Who was it? Who?
I don't really, have, those Buddy Rich, like I mentioned. There's not, I've seen, I saw a drummer. I'm amazed by most drummers, and I learn from just about every drummer I see, even if it's a 16-year-old kid playing like a tap out or something like that. I feel like I can learn from everybody. I did see, I saw Chaka Khan play Madison Square Garden. This is probably in the 70s, I guess. And the drummer, I don't know who it is. I don't know his name, but whoever played with Chaka Khan back then, he did the, I've seen some drummers, and I don't endorse this. I mean, he did a show with the sticks, where he threw the sticks, and he was like not only twirling the sticks but throwing the sticks in the air and playing in time,
Like Tommy Lee.
and just amazed me how first of all you have the gig with Chaka Khan, it's like real funky, and and you add that to it. I mean, I think my jaw hit in time, keeping time, and my jaw hit the floor. I was like, I don't know who the guy is, but he was amazing.
This is music trivia, folks. So next week we want to know.
Yeah, you got to tell us. Who's the
tell us.
drummer for Chaka Khan?
Yeah, exactly. Who was the drummer for Chaka Khan?
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know. I don't know.
So Chaka Khan's drummer inspired you? Any other influence?
Well, I was
yeah.
going to say we're trying to get you to say Desi Arnaz. I mean, that's what we're going for.
It was Desi Arnaz.
Yeah.
It was, yes.
Little Ricky.
Little Ricky.
That's what
Little
did it for
Ricky.
you.
Yeah. No, I mean, I really, I'm just thrilled that I can play music, because I just never envisioned
It's
myself.
part of our retirement.
It's so much better. I mean, it's
we're
like
not
I'm having more fun than ever before. I think I'm probably playing more gigs. With the gig tonight, I think I'm playing like 4 gigs, 4 or 5 this month. Something like that with the 2 bands. And frankly, I was like a bar drummer. Like before. And I think I'm playing more gigs now and having more fun. And
Not having to shell out 15% to an agent.
Well, I never had an agent.
Well, no,
but-
you're saving because of the cedula, right? So now you can get this stuff even cheaper.
Yeah, I save on drumsticks every time I buy drumsticks. Yeah, people don't know about that. If you're old, no, you don't save on drumsticks. But I really want to thank all the venue owners, the venues here in town. This is an amazing town. I think we should talk about that.
Yeah.
It's like you talk about diversity. There are so many places to see live music, all different kinds of live music, and again. I started along with Pilar Dangon, the Boquete Music Calendar on Facebook, and you can find who's playing where on the Boquete music calendar. And I just think this is an amazing town. You can go out on a night. You can hear all different kinds of music. You can hop from one place to another. You can get some great food, as you mentioned before. Great drinks, you know.
Cervezas are cheap.
Great specials, and it's
They're into
it's an
live
amazing
music
town.
here. 6 a.m. on Sunday, those church bells are going to start ringing, so you know it's coming.
Yeah. There is a vibrant-
Nobody ever advertises the church
Yeah, no,
bells.
you
on
you
the
miss the
Boquete
church
music
bells every week,
calendar.
Scott.
I should give them a shout out
Yeah.
every week and stuff because they're always in tune. They're always on time. You know, I wonder if they need an agent. Anyway, of course, you guys always. The band always has people dancing at your shows. It's infectious. People go there. You got a built-in line dance.
Yeah.
You have instructors that come down. To
You
your
know
shows.
what?
It's
If
well done.
people, if the audience doesn't know this, the bands, there's nothing a band likes more than having people dance.
Mm-hmm.
When you dance, you bring joy to our hearts. I hope you bring joy to your hearts too. I hope you're having fun. I know you're having fun.
Faster, slow
But
dance. Doesn't matter.
when people dance, the band, they're, you know, something in their heart just goes sky high. You know, we love it when people dance.
Not if I dance.
So- Well, no, yeah, not Randy, but most people.
Most other people.
Yes.
Yeah, just avert your eyes, people, if you see
Right.
Randy get up there.
If Randy dances, the music stops normally.
What you doing? I was having fun.
Yeah. That's he's like what's her name, Elaine on
goodness,
Seinfeld.
on
That's my
the,
dance
the
partner.
male
Yeah.
version of Elaine. It's like,
no.
what is that? What is going on there?
This is my cha-cha.
So tell me about you have line dance instructors there, people that can teach people how to line dance when they go to your gigs there.
Well, it's not like we have them. It's not like we bring them in the van. You know, it's they just happen to show up, and we are thrilled that they show up, and they love to teach. And
What are
yeah,
their names? Who are they?
thanks for me.
Sorry.
I mean,
Gia. Well, there's Gia and Paul. Gia and Paul. Those are. You know, I'm dealing with memory issues too, and you're asking me names of people.
For $50,000.
Yeah, I'm not going on the game show anytime soon. Yeah, no, Gia and Paul, they're fantastic. They come out and they teach people, and they're terrific dancers.
Yes, they are.
And it doesn't matter if you, excuse me, if you're a terrific dancer or not. Have fun. You know, twirl around, do the stamps, go to the right, go to the left. You know, ambulances are standing. No, they're not. I'm just kidding.
There are no mosh
An
pits
older,
at this
oh,
gig.
no mosh pits. Yeah, please
Not yet.
don't know stage diving or whatever.
That's what
it.
I think. That's the terminology.
Stage diving.
Stage
I don't know.
diving.
Yeah. No, hasn't occurred yet. No.
Well, I almost fell off the stage once, but that was
stage falling.
Yeah, not so much of a
falling,
dive.
That was just accidental. But now Chris has put steps up to the stage
That's
and
right,
tap out.
yes.
Which thank you,
Thank you, Chris.
shout out to Chris.
Yeah.
What's up,
He's-
Chris?
He's improving the stage at
Yeah.
Tap Out every week.
Yeah,
Just amazing.
exactly.
Yeah.
I no longer get shocked and fly across the room. I mean, that was part of the act I had to lose, but it was starting to hurt. Yeah.
Getting shocked.
Yeah. When
I
you're-
think I
You
think
miss that
happened.
copper taste in your mouth,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I ended up putting one of these wind socks on my microphone on a rainy day because I was really worried about doing the drummer thing and just exploding one time. You know what happened? Well, his lips are the only thing left of when they're still
You
stuck.
have to
the
tell the
50th.
electrician there's a new thing. It's called a ground.
Yeah, no joke. All the engineers here.
Yeah.
Things that we do things a little different down here in Boquete. But anyway, also one thing I wanted to talk to you, Mike, because
Sure.
you were instrumental. Let's go back in time. A few years ago, when I first moved here, you guys put on that wonderful '60s show at the theater.
Yes, we did.
And then
Thank you for participating.
it was an absolute pleasure. I got to meet and work with so many talented musicians
Oh,
here. and
it
get
was
to
a
know all
dream.
you guys.
Yeah.
And that was new for me, and it was so much fun. And I loved laughing, and it was a lot like laughing.
Oh, I heard about this. Oh,
Yes,
man.
and
the legendary
shout
60s
out
show.
to Mike Hill, our producer, who was adamant. I was actually not so sold on the wall, only because of the logistics of it. You know, he built this huge thing out of plywood that covered like a 30-foot stage.
Amazing.
That in sections, you know, and folded. And he said it's gonna take 10 seconds to open and close. I'm like, Yeah, right. And it did.
Yep.
He closed. You know, we closed it. It was on wheels,
We
and
opened it.
yeah.
and-
So it was amazing, and
It's like
I
being
have to
on
say, a lot of newcomers to town do not know what the BCP is. It's
Right.
the Boquete Community Playhouse or something like that. I don't know. And they're going to have a resurgence. There's going to be big news come
Breaking
September.
news.
Breaking news.
awesome.
They're going to have a series of shows. I don't know how much I can let out of the bag, but just be on the lookout for a whole bunch of shows. The BCP will be back with some theatrical productions,
Excellent.
some music productions, and I don't think this the first one initially will be on the scale of the '60s show, which was a full 2-hour show
It was.
with characters and music, and
4 sold-out shows, people.
yeah. Well, 5. We added
Yes, you
one.
did.
We added one. Oh, you weren't there. That's
No,
right. You couldn't
no.
make the 5th one, but we did a benefit show.
Yeah.
But we're going to have more music shows, which just brings more music to Boquete at the BCP. So be on the lookout for that.
We're looking
And-
for a new location. Mike, you
Yeah.
see, I wanted to ask you about that because you're the man in the know. There's been some talk lately. There's even been a benefit for it. Is there talk of maybe another theater location in the future, near future, far future?
Well, yes, they the dream of having a theater is not lost. I mean, the BCP definitely wants to have a theater. The town wants to have a theater. Boquete wants to have a theater. Whether it happens as something public or private, I don't know. Whether there's some big donor out there who will build this project or donate land,
Hint,
I don't
hint.
know. But I would say that anything concrete would be a few years off.
Yep.
But there is hope to have a real sustainable theater in the future in Boquete. For those that don't know, there was a theater, the BCP. It's in Tap Out. It's it was located in Tap Out.
Right behind
It was
it,
a
yep.
100-seat theater.
Yep.
It was a nice, cozy little theater. It's no longer there. That's why the BCP is looking for land, looking for a place to build, or
Bigger and better.
yeah. And we all hope that that is in the future, and we look forward to that. But there will be, whether there's a theater or not, there will be a series of
Some
shows. There will be some shows come September, October, and that's what you should be on the lookout for. So,
Good stuff.
and we have local writers. We have a guy, Chris Minori, who has written scripts. He's an incredibly talented, funny, quirky guy. I hope you don't mind me saying that,
Yeah.
Chris.
And if you do, too late.
Yeah, too late. It's out of the bag, But he's, as big as I am, so I'm a little scared right now. But
Coming for you.
and
Mike.
and no, he's a great guy and tons of fun, and we look forward to his crazy shows, the From the Mind of Chris Minori, and music shows, the
shows.
Johnson family, the
Yeah,
comedy shows.
comedy. What's the deal with the
Yeah,
comedy,
we're gonna
man?
have I tell people, look at Facebook, the community group, the other Boquete, what's it called? Boquete
Music calendar?
News, Boquete
Boquete
News,
News, yeah.
Boquete community group, Boquete music calendar. We will have a stand-up comedy show. I'm going to I'm inviting Randy to come. He's funnier than
Yeah, I
Scotty.
mean,
That's
no,
I
that's
love
just-
Scotty. I love Scotty. If you wanna guitar, if you wanna go back in time to the Cafe Wah in Greenwich Village, you invite Scotty.
I put you to sleep. He wakes you up, folks.
No, Scotty does a great job doing the Eagles. Is that out of the bag? Or
No,
wait,
wait.
say that.
Can I say that? Okay. Scotty has told me that he's working on a new act that's going to be like a tribute band to the Eagles. He loves the Eagles. I look forward to it, to hearing it.
It's a 6-hour concert. He's gonna
Every
And
hit
then he's
they've
going to
ever done.
fight amongst himself on stage. He's going to argue with himself,
That's
just
right.
like the Eagles did.
That's right.
It's weird.
You got all the girls last week.
Yeah.
Go.
just do the Joe Walsh thing, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Well, I really wanted to find out about the theater because I've heard, rumors. Rumors never fly around this.
Rumors?
But I've heard-
Boquete?
Never, ever.
I know. I heard a rumor that rumors are going on. Rumors about the theater maybe going in that new park beside the river. Is that talk? Or?
Well, there was talk of that. I can't really say. I don't know. That was originally the location
Yeah.
for the theater that was proposed. Since then, I think that's been changed, and that's why the BCP might be looking for land in another spot. I've heard about. I shouldn't really mention, but there may be some very generous donor out there who wants to donate some land, and of course, there would be a huge budget for building a theater.
A patron of the arts.
Patron of the exactly, and not only a patron of the arts, but someone with I mean, we're looking at least a 200-seat theater to double the previous theater. I wish, Randy, I wish you could have seen the theater. Yeah. It was just so cozy and nice and warm. And one day I'll walk into that room with you. You won't believe that 100 seats were in there. Yeah. I mean, I walk in there and I go, how did they fit 100 seats in here? But
it was very cozy.
It was very cozy. Yeah. You don't mind sitting on somebody else's lap, do you?
I beg for it. What are you kidding me?
Get to know your neighbors. That's really, it's on another topic before we go. We haven't got very much time left. You guys have got a new guitar player. How's your new Axeman working out? You told me earlier that might not be a permanent thing.
We have Jack Olson. Yeah, he's working out great. You come and see him tonight after you look at the box of wires. Yeah. Look at Jack's mustache. Okay. He's the guy. If you don't know who he is, he's the guy with the mustache. Just say, "Who's the guy with the mustache?" Yeah. Oh, that's Jack Olson. Okay. He's the guitar player. Does
he play guitar with his mustache at all? Does he ever do any slide? Because those things are pretty waxed, aren't they?
Eddie Van Halen style.
Yeah, I don't know if he plays with his.
He plays with his mustache, all right.
Yeah, he plays with his mustache.
And that's not code, people. So Jack's with you.
Yes.
Jack's with you. He's the new Axeman there. Come and check him out.
And we can't forget the amazing Frank Chandek.
Frank.
On harmonica, vocals,
and
tambourine.
Elvis, he's on Elvis.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Elvis
I personally, I don't want to insult other acts, but when
we're going to.
Well, we're going to anyway, right? Thank you, Randy. Yes, we are. We're headed full steam ahead, insult away. No, when Frank delivers a song, you will be amazed. Yeah. I mean, what I was going to say is that sometimes I think it's better than the original version.
Oh, that's cool.
And I don't want to put anybody else down, but. He gets into the song and he delivers the song.
He did a great job, and I'm just going to once again go back to that theater show if he was Elvis or if he was Joe Cocker, he got into that role, and when you weren't laughing because it was sheer, he just didn't sing the song, folks. He performed the song, and not only brought tears to your eyes because it sounded really, really good. He did a great job of it, but the way he put it on, he knows how to make you laugh, and yes, definitely a serious talent.
Oh my God! Yeah,
great addition to the band.
I think we did with a little help from my friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, and let me tell you that one of the highlights, definitely, of the '60s show was that. I mean, it was. Yeah.
It was.
It was like spine-tingling.
Yeah. Not to interrupt you, but we got a call, Scott. We got one call.
Oh, a call.
So, hi, this is a regular listener, and I was just wondering if you was going to tell us any more about the live music in town today.
Oh, yeah, I guess we got probably about 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go. Okay, I better get back to music calendar just for a sec before we finish off with Mike and what's going on tonight. But in direct relation to that, once again, we're going to go back to Boquete music calendar, and I get my information from this man right here for all those on TV. All right, Mike's Boquete music calendar. Mike has it on Facebook on his group, so subscribe to that, people, and find out what's going on, where it's going on. But just in case you don't yet, Friday tonight, Still Kicking is burning down the barn tonight. One of Mike's bands he plays in, the country rock, blues. These guys have a great following, and it'll be a busy night at Mike's Global Grill tonight, and they start playing at 6 p.m.
Yes,
correct?
we do.
6 p.m. And go see that box with wires. I mean, now I can tell.
Big box of wires.
Gracias. Thank you very much. Yeah, they have a big box of wires you got to go check out, because I understand it makes them sound really, really, if it's possible, any better than they did before. So, also, If you're into other types of rock and roll, hashtag is Rockin' the Boquete Brewing Company tonight, folks, from 8:30 to 11 p.m. Always a great show there, and get there early because not a whole lot of tables. It's outside, but they got great. You can get a flight of beer for $6, 4 glasses of what they make there. They make a lot of different types of beer. So it's good drinkings, good eatings, and hashtags Rock and Boquete Brewing Company. Saturday, Adhe and her band are in the Boquete Brewing Band are also the Boquete Brewing Company from 8:30 to 11 p.m. So that's Saturday there. There's something most weekend nights going on at the Boquete Brewing Company. Also Sunday, Monkey Nerve is at the Boquete Brewing Company from 6 to 9. That's what I know is going on this coming weekend.
And the church bells on Sunday. Don't forget
the church
6 a.m.
bells
those
there.
kick off.
6 a.m. they start.
Put an alarm on your watch or phone.
You may still be awake for that one. You never know. So feeling guilty, no doubt. Every Wednesday at the Boquete Brewing Company, also Adhe and Dario, a wonderful sounding duo. And a very versatile sounding duo are entertaining you live at 7 p.m. So that's Boquete Brewing Company, Addy and Dario and their duo start at 7 p.m. And also, last but not least, Wednesdays at 4 p.m., the Boquete Drummers present the drum circle. Yeah, syncopated drumming, folks. You don't need to know how to play drums, but if you have any rhythm whatsoever, or just want to get rhythm. If you want to get rhythm, people, Wednesday at Stone Cabin,
That's the trick.
down there and go down, hang out with the Boquete drummers drum circle there.
I just want to bang on the drum all day.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Exactly. You don't have to know how to play drums. There's drummers there. They usually start a rhythm. You either use your own percussion if you bring it, or you can use the loaner percussion there and just get syncopated. People get into it, play whatever you want, as long as it's a rhythm and stuff. Take advantage of their great food and drink prices. It's a lot of fun. So that's every Wednesday, 4 p.m. down at Stone Cabins. That's the Boquete Drummers.
Man, that's great information on everything.
Yeah.
Who puts you on this air to allow you to tell the people about this? Who's doing that for you?
That was a great segue down there.
Thank you very much.
It's time to thank our sponsors for this show. This is Chris Young and Company, of course, the proprietors of several venues here in town. Tap Out. We mentioned lots of live, big outdoor live venue with covered for some of it, and some of it's out in the open air. It's a combination restaurant, it's a combination pub, it's a combination live venue. So thank you very much for sponsoring the spot, as well, of course, as Big Daddy's.
Yes.
Big Daddy's, home of the boom boom, people, and that's the sauce we're talking about. Great
Best
food.
so
Great-
so good.
Great burgers down there, and excellent margaritas, I must say,
Yes,
from
they
experience. That's not what I've heard, that's what I've drank. So there we go. Thank you to our sponsors very much, Chris and Company, for putting on this weekly spot here. Live music in Boquete. If you're just tuning in, this happens every Friday at 10 a.m. on 103.3 FM. We talk about live music. We talk to the local musicians like Mike and all the other musicians here. We bring them into the show. We find out what makes them tick. We find out how they start doing what they're doing, how they feel about what they're doing, and we have a lot of fun with this show too. My co-host Randy is here, who I'm very glad to have met in this last while.
Oh,
because
stop.
It's
Go
like,
on.
It's like looking in a mirror, folks, and not just our bald heads, but yeah.
As long as he doesn't dance.
He doesn't. Well,
Stand back. No, I mean it. Stand back.
we can make that a part of the Still Kicking show. There, get in there with the line dancers and show them how it's done, Randy.
Yeah,
Try
too
to
many
dance
injuries.
near the bathroom and Mike's, where nobody can see you, maybe.
You heard it here first. This could be the start of something big, folks. Big Randy featured at the Still Kicking gigs. He won't go away. He just keeps on showing up and dancing and doing the Elaine in front of us. We don't know. Anyway, I'm very thankful to have Michael Schwartz. And
Yeah,
yes,
man.
the
You're so great
Schwartz
today.
was with us today.
The Schwartz.
Yeah.
And if you
Use the
go down
Schwartz.
to Mike's Global Grill tonight at 6 p.m., the Schwartz will be with you there too, folks.
Yeah.
Playing drums.
I have to go home now and take a nap, so I'll be ready.
Yeah, well, that's what we do here, folks, down the retirement capital of Panama, down here in Boquete, live in this beautiful little town. So we talk about music, we talk about everything that's going on there. Sometimes it gets a little tiring. but there's a lot of music happening here, folks, and we do our best to support it every week and tell you who's playing where and when. And thank you for listening to Live in Boquete 103.3 FM. Thank you, Michael Schwartz, for coming in. We'll have you back.
Thank you, Scotty, for having me.
We still got to get your man Frank down here sometimes too.
Oh yeah.
Between you and Frank, I think we just
Frank
blow the roof off
never
this
hears
place.
the church bells. He doesn't get up that early,
Does he?
so no,
Yeah,
he doesn't hear the church bells.
Maybe we should record them and play them outside his door one day. We'll just bring
I got that handled. They play at my house real bright and early. I'll record them for you.
Record them. Yeah, we'll go stand outside his door.
And thank you for our lovely producer. She's done such a
Yes.
great job today.
Yeah, thank you, Zuleika. Muchas gracias for all your technical services here. She's our technical person here that runs all this complicated
Gracias
gear.
por todo.
Yeah, gracias por todo for running. She's got her own box of wires down here, folks, which is a lot more complicated than
A nicer looking box than Larry's.
Exactly.
Watch it now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's as far as we're going to go with. Thanks for listening to Live in Boquete. Thanks for coming on down. Yes, well, I always had so much fun on this show. Thanks for coming down. Stay tuned next Friday at 10 a.m. Oh, I think next Friday at 10 a.m. we're not going to be here. Be warned about that. I think it's Holy Friday.
There's
Zuleika
a
was telling me,
holy
so
day.
We might not be here next Friday. Just a rumor. I know I'm not going to be here. My wife and I are going to Puerto Vallarta and for some sun and stuff. But we'll be here the following week. So.
That's right. Man, why does it only got to be an hour, man? This is too much fun.
I know it is too much fun, but these guys got to get back for their nap. They got to be up.
We have to nap. We have to nap.
That's what it's all about.
You can't do a 2-hour show.
That's on a 2-hour tour.
Yeah.
That's right. Thanks for coming down to Gilligan's Hut here and interviewing with us. We will see you not next week, but the week after on Live on Boquete 103.3 FM. Thanks for coming down.
Take it easy.
We're signing out. See you later. Bye.